Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
The drive starts with a handoff to Perine. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Check out. 675. Check 3.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Check out. 240. Come on. Hey, check 20.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check 43. Kill.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 17, Manning. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
64, weak.
Shotgun now for Manning. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 43-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Henry running right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Jets.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go, D. 11B. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They run. This is Scarborough. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
He's checking.
Lock on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
General West. Back.
Manning now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but don't let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 27, Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
3 players and out. It's 4th down.
49, guys. Mike, Watch the pass. 25. 12. Check 25. Check 52. 12. Go.
They're going to go. It's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
I'm about to take you to school. 61. Matchbox right. Check 99. Check 99. Show it up.
Now Pirine. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Defense.
2nd and 5 now. Manning. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Switch.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to... And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Watch the screen.
They'll They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First down, Jets.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Go, go.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, Locke. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Check pass. Check pass. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 11Z. Hey, Charlie. Watch 52.
Luck now to throw. And that is incomplete. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Wahoo! Yo, faster! Hit it.
On 1st down, Manning. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down. 31's the mic. Watch the slats. Go.
To throw again, Manning. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On the ready. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hey, quick check. Hey, orbit. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, Mike 52. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Man, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
52.
Out of the gun, Luck. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He sets to fire deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll run it again with Henry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That's where you belong. Jackson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right. He's done right here.
A shotgun snap for Love. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. A first down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Any day. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Ricky. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. I got him. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on. Here I come.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Go out. Kill. Slam. Check the backer. Switch. 2 draw quarters. Watch out. Look. Squeeze.
It's Perine to begin the drive. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake. Manning. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Ward. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Check out. 55. 49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Derrick Henry. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Mexico. 36. General West.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He will push his way down to about the 14. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Now Scarborough. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Go.
This is Scarborough. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Check. Hey, motion backfield. Out. Run, man. Motion.
It's Scarborough again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. Now 20 is carried out for Derrick Henry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
61, matchbox, light.
Manning now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Manning. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this out past the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Manning. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Manning going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Manning indeed going for it on 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Travel.
So after the INT, it's Manning looking deep down, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Two-jet bombers. Check, hot. Check. Lucky. Check. 11V. Five.
Throwing again on second down. Luck. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You can't block me. Hey, check. 52's the mic, boys. 52. All day, just like that. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 11.
Now Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the run. 12. 52's the mic right here. Reggie. I got you. Check 50. Mike 52.
From the 50, it's long. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 52's the mic. 12. 2's the mic. Go ahead. 13. Check 13. Check 9.
Luck on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.